Hey everybody, Mitch here, True Ag and Turf. Today we're going to compare the Massey Ferguson compact tractor to the John Deere compact tractor. In particular, today we have the 3039R John Deere tractor. So this is a 39 or 38.2 horsepower tractor, and we're going to compare it to the 1835 Massey. This is an 1835M, and so this is 36.2 horsepower. So 36 and 38 horsepower, 35 or 39, very similar here horsepower wise tractors. First thing you're going to notice is that we've got sizably larger tires on it. Now I assume John Deere has some options. We have options to put smaller tires on. If you're going to put a belly mower, you can get a belly mower that goes between the tires on a cab tractor with the Massey. But so we'll start here and go through that. So the first thing is both of these are 3-cylinder engines. John Deere uses Yanmar and Massey Ferguson uses Izeki. Both of them are partners of the company. So Massey Ferguson's used Izeki for since like the mid to early 90s. John Deere's used Yanmar for a long time, but both of them have partners that build these engines. Both of them are reliable engines. Both of them long-term partners with the companies. And so, but they're both 3-cylinder. The John Deere is 1.57 liter, while the Massey is 1.83 liter. So what's the difference there? It's just a little more cubic inch, allows a little more torque and a little more horsepower to come from that, a little more lugging capability. The Massey is, all the Massey compacts are turbocharged. There are 2 models of the Deeres that are not. The 3033 and the 4044 are both naturally aspirated engines that are not turbocharged. So those are a couple of options there. So there's a lot of differences. The first thing is you're going to see is we'll start with the loaders. John Deere uses their own style hookup on the loader, while Massey uses a skid steer style loader. So this is a very common platform in the industry. So you can borrow your neighbor's pallet forks, you can borrow your father-in-law's post hole digger or anything of that sort and get it to work and mount right up to the Massey tractor, where John Deere has a unique feature, unique hookup that makes sure that you come back to them to buy those attachments. While we would love for you to come back and buy them from us, you're not required to, as we use a very common industry platform with that. Second thing you're going to notice is the hoods. We've got a metal hood, plastic hood. So we've got all metal hood that's an easy to open one-piece metal hood. So as you pull the lever, that thing pops up. Right there's the hood, all one piece, all metal. The battery, the washer fluid, the antifreeze, the air filter, everything is right here, easy to get to. You can get in and out of it to do any service. The John Deere, we've already put this down, so you have to move the front grill guard and then come off to the side, and there is a button that you have to push, that you have to have either the key or an ink pen or something to push into the side of it. And once you push into the side, this hood will open. However, the sides do not move. So your battery is still down there. You can still get to it. The air filter is here, but everything is, there's no going underneath. It's all from up top. Not nearly as friendly to do general maintenance. Not overhaul the engine, but to jump start it, to change a battery, to clean an air filter, to do simple maintenance on the tractor. Everything opens up real nice and easy on the Massey. And again, all metal hood versus a flimsy plastic hood. So you tell me which one's going to last you longer on these tractors. So when you see the size of the loader arms, the Massey loader arms are quite a bit wider this way. Sizable amount of loader. The cylinders are a little bit larger on the Massey as well than the Deere loader. Just overall a larger component, all steel made machine here versus some smaller components and some plastic. So one thing you'll also notice is mirrors. So the mirrors are standard on the Massey tractor. We have rear work lights. We both have the front lights here. We do have rear lights on the Massey tractor. And then as we come around to the back, we can notice a few things on the back of the tractor. So with the John Deere, the 3-point arms here, and you can see how much heavier the 3-point arms are on the Massey tractor versus the John Deere tractor. Secondly, is the Massey has standard extendable links. So this is, as you're hooking something up, you have 2 or 3 inches here where this thing moves back and forth, where that allows you to back up, and if you're not quite perfect, that's okay. You can move this, and then once you are hooked up to it, you just back up. It pushes that arm right back in there, and everything's solid there. So that's standard feature on the Massey tractors. The other thing is our rear 3-point capacity on a Massey is 2,535 pounds. On a John Deere, it's 2,194 pounds. That's 340 pounds difference, more lift capacity from the Massey than the John Deere. You can see the size difference between the two there. Hydraulics. So on a John Deere, there's the option of 3 hydraulic outputs. On the Massey, it comes standard with 1, and the second and third are option. Again, you can put up to 3 on both tractors, but on the Massey, it comes standard with 1, and on the Deere, all 3 of them are options for even the first one. So you've got that. Secondly, the gallons per minute hydraulic flow. So we have 12.6 gallons per minute from the Massey, while the Deere has 8.6 or 10.2 depending on the model. Our power steering has 6.8 gallons per minute, while the Deere has 5.9. So overall, the Massey has 19.4 gallons per minute hydraulic flow versus the Deere at 14.4. So that's 19.4 versus 14.4. That's 5 more gallons per minute for power steering and hydraulics. That's going to allow the loader to work better. That's going to allow more lift capacity with the 3-point or the loader. That's going to allow the power steering to continue to function even when it's under a hydraulic load. So those are things that are really going to separate it apart. Operator. So from a Deere, you're going to see is right here's your diesel fill. That's fine if you're pulling up to the pump and you've got the pump to stick in there. But a lot of times on these little tractors, you're going to be using a 5-gallon container or a 2.5 or a container that you're going to have to pick that up and dump that in to this tractor that's clear up here at chest height. Where on the Massey tractor, if we come around to the side, we are at ground level. So we're down here below the waist where you're going to put the diesel in there. So a little easier when you're using a 5-gallon container to dump that in there when it's down here rather than up here at the chest height. All right, so this is spring, April of 2024, and right now we have 0% for 72 months on these tractors, 0% for 84 months on the smaller GC, the Garden Compacts, the little 25 horse. So great financing rates available, and all the time, Massey comes standard with a 5-year powertrain warranty. So that's 5 years to cover the engine, the transmission, and all your major components. And for less than $1,000, you can add another 5 years. You can go up to 10 years warranty on these tractors. 5 years comes standard on the powertrain, 2 years everything on the tractor, 5 years powertrain, but you can add another 5 years powertrain for less than $1,000 on these tractors. So we're going to put our money where our mouth is. These are dependable tractors. Again, made of steel, the fenders, the hoods, all that's made of steel versus some plastic over there. You tell me which one looks like it's going to last you longer and take care of you and your farm and your acreage or your operation for the longevity. So Massey Ferguson's been around for a long time. John Deere has too. Both of them are very well respected products, but when you compare the two side by side, there's a pretty clear cut advantage for the Massey. So when you're looking at them, look at the moments of truth, and we will show you that the moments of truth show you that True Ag and Turf is going to bring you a Massey Ferguson product that is superior to our green competitors. Thanks for watching.